Hypnotic stars Ben Affleck in this mind-bending, world-changing thriller. Let's get into it. Okay, the film is fine. It's an alright film. It's not the worst film I've seen. It's not the best film I've seen. Not by a long shot. This film really feels as if it's fighting with itself. Like, it has good direction, good handling of action sequences, a nice thriller vibe. However, the acting isn't there for this film. So this film feels the closest to something like Inception, because of its premise. The premise is like a cop loses his daughter and gets kind of brought into this world of people who do a certain type of, they refer to themselves as hypnotics in this film, aka the title, but it's a type of hypnosis that requires tapping into people's brain by, say, either one, saying something to them, or two, like, opening doors. It's mind-bending, essentially. And the film, what's the, like, term for this? The film's screenplay is quite clever, but I feel as if the screenplay needed one quick look over. There's a good twist in here, and it actually kind of bumps up the film a bit. Like, you know, before the twist probably would be like C tier. Like, the actors don't really look like they could have been bothered with this film. They all kind of say their lines very stiffly, like, you know, I'm in a movie, woo, like that sort of acting. Ben Affleck probably brings a bit more than that, but like, it's no best performance of his. And I haven't seen him in everything, so like, I can't say if it's the worst he's been, but you can tell that he's probably there just for another payday. And that's kind of sad for a film like this, because you have the direction, which, you know, it works. It's a good sort of direction. Like, I don't think it's the director or writer's fault that the film ended up like this. It's very short. 93 minutes. Like, for a concept like this, you need about 2 hours. And you need better performances. And, like, the film, like, really could have done with one last look at the editing process and seeing if they wanted to make sure that was, you know, what they wanted to do. So, positives being the directing, writing, and, say, conflict is a good enough reason. However, the acting and runtime kind of run this into the ground. Another positive would be the twist, but like, because that actually caught me off guard. And it's a clever enough twist. It's passable. It's doing its own thing. It's no mind-bending twist, ironically enough, in a film called Hypnotic, but it does its thing. It elevates this film from C to like a B. And because of the story is really clever on paper, but when you actually see it play out in the film, you're kind of like, this sounded cleverer than it actually is. And yeah, would I recommend the film? Probably, kind of just for that twist. But don't go in thinking Ben Affleck's going to be on his A game here, because I don't think he is. I think, like, he has much, in this film, I could be a bit harsh by saying this, but he has as much enthusiasm as someone who's been kicking a wall for the past 20 minutes before each take. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. But, like, you know, that's kind of the best way to describe his performance. Everyone else just looks really bored, no one kind of really looks like they have much enthusiasm in this film. And it's a shame because the action sequences are quite nice. There's a lot of scenes where you think to yourself, ooh, that's a nice little shot there. And it's not shaky cam, which is nice to see. But at the end of the day, you're paying for like a discount priced Inception film, which Inception just does it way better. Like I know Inception doesn't have the exact same story details, but by God, does it have the better kind of acting and, you know, authenticity brought to that film, mostly down to Nolan's like vision and how he does things practically, and something I really admire. So it really comes down to like it's probably like a B minus film. Like it's not god awful, but it's not like a high recommend either. It's like a recommend for like an entertaining action thriller with some decent moments of acting, but like Keanu Reeves probably could have done a bit better here. Or Sylvester Stallone. Because at least those guys have the charisma. And Ben Affleck has charisma. But he doesn't bring enough of that kind of likability. It's kind of just one note the whole time. And that's really sad. The film's other actors aren't much better. They're entertaining. They get their job done. And they kind of just move on to the next project. So, I guess go and see it if you want like something that's playing it very kind of safe with the actors. But these actors could have turned in much better performances. And yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of best way of summing up this film. Is it an experience you'll never forget? No. Is it a film worth watching for Ben Affleck? No. Is it a film that's worth watching to see kind of how these little plot threads play out? Yeah, sure. It's like a it's like a kind of, it's in the middle. It's not really a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but like, it's not the worst thing I've seen. So that's my. So I'd probably say I'd recommend seeing it. Like, go in with the mindset that this isn't gonna be like world bending. And yeah, that's my review for Hypnotic. Just also want to apologize for like the lens look. I don't know what's going on with my with the lighting. It's probably just because I'm recording this at night and the light in this room is so bright. But like, yeah, I'm gonna have to try and get this fixed. My plan is to see Sisu this week and get a review up there, and then next Friday review like the Boogeyman and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which I'm very looking forward to. And I'll try and get them videos uploaded when I see the films. But besides that, this is my review of Hypnotic. Done. See you in the next review. And click the subscribe button because it will help out my channel. And yeah, you're just supporting someone who likes films, musicals, music, and we will get to musical theater and music stuff. Unfortunately, we'll have to be in this kind of format, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, this is my review for Hypnotic finished. See you in the next video. Bye.